Thank you very much for coming along today. It's a meeting that you've asked for, but thank you for attending our wonderful conference facilities here. We understand that we're a year into our contract now, and there have been a number of issues along the way. But essentially, we are not interested in undoing the contract that we have written with you. We're 1 year in, there are 3 more years to go, and that's the situation as far as we are concerned. But we are interested in having a conversation with you about a number of our other hotels. So we are going to enter a tender process over the coming weeks for a further 1,000 terminals to provide coverage to the rest of our group. And we are very interested in hearing your views on that and beginning a dialogue on that today. But what we're not interested in doing is unravelling the contract that we spent time and legal fees putting together only 1 year ago.
Okay. You mentioned a number of issues. From your point of view, what were the issues in year one?
What were the issues? Well, I mean, we've had issues with customer satisfaction. Now we are the internet group.
I'm terribly sorry, because could you switch your mobile phones off? Someone's got their phone off.
No.
No? Nobody?
Mine's on, I'll turn it off.
Thanks. It's just barbling away.
Yeah.
As I was saying, we are the internet hotel group, and we trade on being able to provide our customers with a full range of multimedia services. And if those services aren't working, then we're not fulfilling our customer promise, and that's been an issue for us. We've had a number of complaints.
Yep.
And we're having engineers coming out to the site on a regular basis doesn't portray the right image. So we've attempted to move past all of that, but that issue remains, and we'll continue to work on improving it with your help. But the main thing we'd like to talk about is the opportunity that we think will provide significant economies of scale for yourselves if you were able to take up servicing our other 1,000 hotel rooms.
Okay, in our view, and thank you for the time, for addressing all this, but for sure, I believe that, taking over, and we're of course pleased of the opportunity of eventually taking over this additional 10 hotels, but we need to first address, what has worked and what has not worked in this year of collaboration, so that we can appropriately address any issues for like the future eventual possible future contract. So what you're saying is that, of course, and we all know that there have been a number of problems that has caused, extra visits, probably like 3 visits per week to each of the hotels. And what we have experienced is basically that probably most of this situation were due to misuse of the equipment. So again, we would like to understand and discuss with you how can we address this so that, of course, we can avoid misuse of the equipment, and therefore, make reduce the number of visits, and therefore bring us back in a situation where we can, project and do the visits that we have forecasted at the beginning of the contract. Because we must say, as you experience on your side, that we have been visiting your hotels with our engineers like 3 times per week. On our side, we must say that, of course, we did not expect to do that. So when we signed the contract, of course, we're expecting that, based on our previous experience, that 1 visit per week would be sufficient. And of course, after a year, we need to acknowledge that there were a number of additional visits. So we do believe that it is important to address this so that we can, then understand how to approach the other 10 hotels.
So regarding the old contract, which you just mentioned, you mentioned that you want to establish what has worked and what hasn't worked. So we're obviously very interested in your view on that.
Although we have been over that in the past many times, and there is, you've raised the issue of there being children in the hotel. There are always going to be children in the hotel, and you know that's kind of a